What is up, everyone? We're going to be going over a Vi game today here. Holy moly, that is loud. Oh, it's because my sound is all the way up. Hello? Avery? Welcome back to the Coach Approach, guys. It's Coach Blake of the Black Faker. Today, we're going to be going over Vi gameplay here. If you guys are actually want Patreons, this is actually the student that I was requested to do the jungle Vi off of. So yeah, if you guys want a specific champion to be done where I play a gameplay of it on my account and I talk about my decision making and things like that, make sure you request it. I'm going to be making a Patreon only chat so you guys can chat amongst yourself, and then you guys could suggest videos you guys would want to see. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video here. So first things first is we're going to analyze the matchups here. We have Mordekaiser and Yasuo. We have, that's Teemo Jungle? What? We have Nico into LeBlanc, and then we have Samira and Blitz into Lucian and Thresh. This was kind of hard. So yeah, this was a pretty hard one to figure out kind of where you want to path. Really, all these lanes do really well with the kills, of course, and really both of these lanes are pretty easy to gank. The only thing is this guy has a dash and this guy has a lantern. So with those two abilities added, this would be way easier to gank, and then start ganking bot at 6. So you'd want to path up top, and then you'd want to end up swapping your pathing once you hit around 6, because there's probably not much going to go down bot lane unless they get hooked, and then of course Samira is not going to really be able to do anything unless Blitzcrank lands a hook. Looks like they're popping off already. That's obviously something you can't influence. He tries to be cheesy. Okay, pathing down. Hopefully they gank mid. This here. Look towards bot. That is gankable. You see Samira coming now. Nice. Okay, this is good. Because I was like, yeah, that's definitely free. Go. Yep. No, you could have had that. Aw. It's fine. You get it anyway. You did right by going for the Thresh. A lot of junglers actually do that. They'll go for the Thresh instead of going for the actual AD carry unless they know the lantern is down. Is the lantern down in this instance though? I don't recall if it was used. Okay, it's used now. So with that in mind, you know, you could continue to go onto the Lucian. But usually before the gank starts, it's always Thresh until you see that the ADC burn their ability. I'm gonna have the ADC. The Thresh burns his W. If he didn't burn his W, then you just kind of want to focus Thresh. People really get antsy about that when you gank the lane and you go for the Thresh, but I mean, you go for the ADC, you just get pulled away. It's really not worth. Okay. As I said, I would prefer to path upwards because it's just easier. It's just a better lane for you to kind of impact. Bot lane is very situational in terms of they have to make sure that they land their ability, whereas top, yeah, he has a pull, but I mean, it's pretty easy because he also is just always into Mordekaiser anyway. Okay, so we're playing bot side. Gets the dragon. Gotta be careful because we didn't really know where anybody was. Unless you seen Teemo, and I didn't see it. Maybe you've seen him. I didn't see him, but maybe I wasn't looking. Okay, so bot lane dies. Lucian has to back. He does back. If you wanted a dragon, you should have done it now because we know Lucian's backing. Okay, so you see Teemo top. Okay. Never mind. Okay, you see him. I was like, yeah, this was very sketch if you didn't know where it was, but you did. Okay, cool. As I said, though, we definitely should have started it when he died. You called a good dragon with the Teemo being here, but this is kind of an obvious one. You want to learn how to call the things that really aren't too obvious and the things that were, oh, you really just made a mistake. You overstayed and you backed extremely late. I'm just going to get this free drag, you know what I mean? Okay, coming in for the gank again. That was a little overkill. You might as well push the wave up all the way. Blitzcrank's not going to get anything out of that. And the lane's just ruined because he stayed there. So, yeah, take that. Take it all. Take it all. Yeah, the wave was like in a really atrocious spot. Like, they were going to die for sure. Best thing to do is just always take the wave if the laner's not there. That's just kind of the rule of thumb. Always take the minions if the laner is not there. Nice. Nice. Oh wait, I thought it killed him. Could we have played that gank a little different? Very nice lane gank, by the way. Could you have played that way? Oh yeah, we weren't banking on Mordekaiser ulting. Just kind of having some more forethought before the gank would have prevented that play from being that bad. Not from just you, but from him as well. Like you kind of should have thought about that. Like, oh, he's probably gonna ult the dude. Let me be careful here. And he should have thought I shouldn't ult because I'm getting a gank. So like, it's definitely a wrong in both your parts. Okay, so you see how you played towards bot and like they're still losing. This is why playing towards top would have been better. Because that lane didn't really need you. And on top of that, if they int, it's definitely on their, you know, it's their fault. But also, it just would have been a lot better to play towards bot once you had 6, instead of trying to play towards top after Yasuo was kind of already ahead. You can deal with an ahead Lucian way easier than you can deal with an ahead Yasuo. I'm not saying that's why. I'm just saying you could definitely get more ganks off of top than you could bot. Especially because, like I said, they just didn't do well even with you. Mordekaiser can shit on Yasuo if he has the lead. Doesn't really take much brains. Okay, so we got paying attention to objectives coming up. So we got Dragon coming up in 2 minutes, and we got Baron coming up in 2 minutes. So we could just pretty much farm. Don't look for plays. Don't look for towers. Just kind of farm. You don't really have to do this. There's nothing to play for right now, so there's no reason to. Just go farm. Hit your levels. Remember, you don't really have to force things if nothing's even there to get. Because then you just get fights like this breaking out. And if you win them, you win them. You lose them, you lose them. But they're just toss-ups for no reason. We could have just farmed for that whole entire 2 minutes. And then played for the dragon and had that fight after we recalled with our gold, right? If you would have cleared... Let me see. Can I do the math? I believe within 2 minutes and 20 seconds, the camp should have came up twice. Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't remember because I know they swapped the timers around, but I'm just gonna assume you could have had it on a 2 rotations. If not, you could have had one side spawn twice. So you were here, right? We could have gotten our stuff, cleared that, cleared top, and then we could have either backed and then gone back bot again for some more levels, or you could have just walked right back down bot, grabbed it again, and then backed and then went for like an item if you were waiting on it. You know what I mean? So you definitely could have had a double on there, a double camp spawn ahead, but you were just kind of walking around. So now it's at that part where you're behind and you're just really trying to look to force place when you don't have to, once again. Because you do have that habit where it's like, if I'm behind, I gotta like make the fight. I gotta fight. We gotta make some type of pick off play. You don't really have to. It's okay to just kind of chill out and do your farming. How many seconds do you have on Rift? I can't actually see. Can I? No. Oh yeah, I can see it from here. You got time. You don't have to force this play. Don't drop that Rift. Oh, that was... You really wanted her. It's just, you see just kind of a lot of walking around. Because I know you specifically asked like what caused you guys to kind of lose this fight or this game, because you guys were doing pretty good early. It's definitely just a lot of walking around mid game, and you're just falling behind because of it. You're forcing the plays for no reason. Once again, Dragon's coming up in 158. Why are we choosing to fight before then? Make it your sole goal to only fight if there's an objective worth fighting for, or if the objective's coming up in like 20 seconds. That's like the soul. Just have one specific game of that, and I guarantee you will have a very good time. So the plan here is I don't fight unless there's an objective worth fighting for. Otherwise I farm. That should be your plan. Play normals, doesn't matter. But I don't fight. I don't try to make any plays unless a dragon or a baron is coming up. If that's the case, we go for the play. Otherwise, we're farming and we wait for something to happen, and then we re-rotate and we participate in that play. We do our best to prevent it by, you know, using our pings, but for the most part, we don't want to participate in it if it's obviously bad, right? I'm gonna just write it down just for visual reference here. So only fight if there is an objective, otherwise just farm camps. Only if you must fight, make sure it's not a play by you, it's a rotation. So obviously if the play is bad, ping them back and don't go, but if it is a play that is doable, then you can go. I don't want you forcing plays. I don't want you fighting unless it's for an objective. Otherwise, we just farm camps, because that's the only reason why you're behind, is because you weren't really doing anything but walking around wasting time while the other team was farming and pushing lanes and stuff. You were just trying to walk around thinking about, you know, random things to do when you don't have to do anything, when you could have been farming. And then what happens when you walk around for those 2 minutes and then you try to farm? It's like, oh, all my camps are gone. Yeah, because you let them go by just kind of walking around. So I really think that's just kind of why you lost, and I really think that's why your games are difficult sometimes, because of that. And we talked about that for a little bit, but we didn't really go this in depth, I don't think, in terms of it. So yeah, these are the only things that you should be doing. Only 5 there's an objective, otherwise just farm. I know it might seem odd. I know you might have your teammates flame you or whatever. That's why I said do it in normal. If you really don't want to, do it in like a ranked game. And then, of course, if you must fight, make sure it's not your play, it's someone else's play, and you're just rotating to it. If it's a bad play, though, just fucking ping it back and don't go. I definitely think that'll take some of the pressure off of you from trying to force these plays and try to make plays, because some of the plays that you make just aren't worth making. So I hope that helped. If you got any questions, feel free to ask, of course. But as I said, these are the things that we should be doing. Let me just add, if the play is bad, just look to ping them back and don't go. Then you would just continue the farm. Because just walking around is why you got behind and why you ended up losing. You just kind of force plays, trying to make the game winning, trying to just do a lot of stuff you don't have to do. You're basically overloading yourself. And when you do that, you're basically making it so that nothing really gets done. And then when it's time to do something, you're behind, your team's not ready, and just, you know, just a lot of bull. So hope this helps. As I said, if you got any questions, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And if you guys like a free VOD review, feel free to join my Discord, and you shall be able to receive one. Thank you guys for approaching this like a coach, and I'll talk to you guys later.